Walk into Sam's Club on a weekend, and it feels like stepping into a giant warehouse casino. Flashing rollback signs, aisles stacked high, and TVs towering like slot machines promising a jackpot. 4K HDR smart. The boxes scream at you like carnival barkers. But here's the dirty secret. Behind those glowing screens and too good to be true price tags are traps. Cut down models made just for warehouse clubs, brands writing on nostalgia, and house labels so cheap they should come with a warning label. In 2025, buying the wrong TV at Sam's Club doesn't just waste a weekend. It can cost you hundreds of dollars and leave you with a broken screen, a buzzing speaker, and zero support when it dies. Today we're exposing the 10 worst TVs at Sam's Club, ranked and revealed so you don't fall for the hype. Number 10 on Sam's Club's Trojan horse. On is Sam's Club's pride and joy, their in-house brand. Stacks of 50-inch and 65-inch on TVs flood the aisles on Black Friday. Prices so low you swear they missed a digit. $200 for a 4K smart TV sounds like a steal, right? Wrong. The truth is, and isn't a deal. It's a Trojan horse. The panels look fine under warehouse lights, but get them home and it's disappointment city. Colors are dull. Blacks look like faded grays. HDR non-existent. Watching a night scene feels like squinting through dirty glass. Sports smear across the screen like someone dragged a wet paintbrush over the field. And don't even think about gaming. Input lag is sky high. That new PlayStation or Xbox will feel like it's running on a 1998 dial-up connection. The build plastic so flimsy it cacks when you set it down. Remotes that stop responding in weeks. HDMI ports that randomly die. And entire units that give up the ghost before your membership card expires. One buyer put it perfectly. Bought an on-TV because it was cheap. By month 3, the sound buzzed. By month 6, the remote stopped working. By month 9, it was dead. Cheapest mistake I ever made. Bottom line, On is not a budget hack. It's a financial trap dressed up as savings. Number 9, Hisense H55. Premium promises, bargain execution. Hisense is the scrappy underdog. The brand that wants you to believe you're getting Samsung-level performance for half the price. On the shelf, the H55 models at Sam's Club look sleek. Thin bezels, flashy specs, Dolby Vision stickers plastered across the box, but plug it in and the cracks show fast. Literally, these panels suffer from brutal light bleed. Watch a movie in the dark and the corners glow like a flashlight behind the glass. Blacks, forget it. They're cloudy gray at best. HDR, more like HD kind of. Gamers, beware. Input lag is so bad it turns Call of Duty into a slow-motion cartoon. Motion blur smears fast action into mush. And despite being advertised as gaming ready, these sets can't keep up with next-gen consoles. Reliability. Another landmine. Reports of mainboards frying just after warranty. Screens suddenly going black. Owners shelling out nearly as much for repairs as the TV originally cost. That's not a deal. That's a scam. One Sam's Club shopper wrote, "Bought a Hisense H55 thinking it was a steal. A year later, the screen went black. Warranty was over. Paid almost the same price to fix it. Never again. Add in narrow viewing angles, tin can audio that almost forces you to buy a soundbar, and clunky software that freezes midstream, and Hisense's budget appeal starts looking a lot like a money pit. Bottom line, Hisense H5 is the definition of false economy. Cheap upfront, expensive long-term. Number 8, LG UQ7570. The entry-level imposter. LG is a giant. Mention LG and people think of OLED perfection, inky blacks, rich colors, cinematic brilliance. But here's the trick Sam's Club plays. They stock LG's entry-level misfire, the UQ7570 series. It's LG in name only. These sets are edge-lit with weak local dimming. Translation, blacks look gray, shadows are flat, and night scenes have zero depth. It's like watching Batman filmed in a foggy basement. Upscaling is another disaster. HD channels in older movies look jagged, noisy, and rough around the edges. LG normally excels at making lower resolution content shine. This budget line, it struggles like an old DVD player hooked to a 4K screen. Menus crawl, apps freeze, streaming feels like dial-up internet, and the build, cheap bezels, a stand that wobbles if you breathe too hard, and a design that screams corner cutting. One buyer admitted, "I trusted the LG name and grabbed the UQ7570. Worst mistake. The logo said LG, but the quality felt like bargain basement junk. I returned it within a month. This is LG cashing in on brand recognition. Shoppers see the logo and assume quality, but the UQ7570 isn't quality. It's a stripped-down imposter built to look respectable while cutting every corner possible. Bottom line, don't let the logo fool you. This isn't the LG you're paying for." Number 7, Samsung TU690T, the mirage of premium. Samsung is usually the crown jewel of the TV aisle. Glossy commercials, glowing displays, and a reputation for cutting-edge tech. But the TU690T sold at Sam's Club, it's not the premium Samsung you think it is. It's a stripped-down warehouse special designed to look premium while gutting the features that matter. HDR practically non-existent. The brightness is so low that HDR content looks identical to regular SDR. Forget dazzling highlights or cinematic depth. Everything looks flat and lifeless. Sports fans get hit too. The panel uniformity is a mess. Football fields look patchy with brighter streaks and cloudy corners, turning every game into a green quilt instead of a smooth broadcast. Gamers don't even bother. No VRR, no auto, low latency, mediocre input lag. For a next-gen console, this set is like driving a Ferrari with flat tires. Even the smart features disappoint. Samsung's T's OS is usually slick, but this watered-down version is sluggish. Apps take forever to load. Remotes feel cheap, and you're left wondering if you actually bought Samsung or a knockoff. One buyer complained, "I grabbed the TU690T because I trusted the Samsung name, but the HDR was non-existent. Sports looked awful, and the OS lagged constantly. It's not Samsung quality. It's a knockoff with a Samsung badge." Bottom line, the TU690T is a mirage. It looks like premium Samsung, but delivers disappointment. Number 6, Vizio V series. Reliability roulette. Vizio used to be the darling of budget shoppers, a big screen without a big price. But the V series at Sam's Club feels like a gamble every time you roll it out of the box. Picture consistency is all over the place. Blooming is rampant. Bright objects glow and bleed into the dark like neon. Smear's contrast is weak, so movies lose their depth. Out of the box, colors are cartoonish with skin tones looking orange and reds bleeding like cheap lipstick. And then comes reliability or lack of it, dead pixels, HDMI ports that just give up, backlights that flicker and die within months, warranty support slow, unhelpful, sometimes replacing your broken set with another lemon. SmartCast. Vizio's operating system is another disaster. Apps crash, menus lag, updates break features that worked yesterday. Most owners end up buying a Roku or Fire Stick just to make the TV usable, which defeats the whole point of a smart TV. As one reviewer put it, bought a V series for movie nights. 3 months in, the HDMI stopped working, got a replacement under warranty, and that one had flickering backlights. I gave up and switched brands. Bottom line, Vizio V series is a lottery ticket. Sometimes you get a winner. Too often you get junk. Number 5, TCL4 series. Budget darling turned dud. TCL once shocked the industry by bringing premium features to budget prices. Their 6 series became a legend. But the 4 series at Sam's Club, it's a shadow of that glory. Picture quality is the first casualty. These sets don't have local dimming. That means blacks are shallow, contrast is weak, and every dark scene looks like a gray soup. HDR support is technically there, but brightness is so low you'd never notice. Motion handling is another disaster. Sports stutter, fast scenes jitter, and gaming feels like a slideshow. Input lag is high enough to make Call of Duty feel like it's running through molasses. Build quality, wobbly stands, fragile bezels. Drop it once and you're left with cracked plastic. It feels more like a toy than a serious piece of tech. Software doesn't save it either. These models rely on stripped-down Roku TV. Functional, yes, but compared to modern Google TV or Samsung's higher-end Tizen, it feels outdated and bare bones. A Sam's Club customer shared, "I bought a TCL 4 series thinking it would be like the 6 series I loved. Big mistake. Washed out picture, laggy menus, and gaming was awful. Returned it after 2 weeks. Bottom line, TCL 4 Series is yesterday's technology dressed up as today's bargain. Don't fall for the nostalgia. This model is a dud. Number 4, Philips Roku TVs. Branding without substance. Philips used to be a powerhouse. In Europe, they still make slick sets with Ambilight glowing across your wall. But the Philips Roku TVs at Sam's Club, that's not Philips. It's a third-party budget product wearing a stolen name tag. Brightness is weak. Colors wash out the second you move off center. And daytime viewing feels like trying to watch TV through a window with the sun glaring in. Family movie night. Hope you like cramming into the center spot because off-angle performance makes every other seat worthless. Build. Quality is laughable. Hollow plastics, fragile bezels, flimsy stands. Units arrive with dead pixels, and some don't even last a year before backlights flicker out. One reviewer wrote, "I thought I was buying a real Philips. Instead, I got a cheap Roku box glued to a low-quality panel, returned it, and learned the hard way that the name means nothing anymore." Bottom line, Philips at Sam's Club is branding without substance. Don't let nostalgia drain your wallet. Number 3, Sharp Aquos budget models, ghosts of greatness. Sharp's Aquos brand once symbolized cutting-edge innovation. Today's Aqua sets at Sam's Club, ghosts, stripped down, underpowered, and forgettable. Colors look muted, brightness is weak, and HDR is a joke. Sports look flat, movies lack depth, and black levels are muddy at best. The sharpness that once defined Sharp is gone. Audio tinny and hollow. Dialogue disappears under background noise unless you crank the volume. Most buyers end up grabbing a soundbar, which wipes out the savings. Software support is almost non-existent. Apps disappear, updates never come, and the TV becomes a dumb monitor long before its time. One buyer admitted, "I bought a Sharp Aqua because I remembered how good they used to be." Big mistake. Washed out picture, no updates, and it died in under 2 years. Bottom line, Sharp is trading on a dead reputation. At Sam's Club, Aquos is just a ghost of greatness. Number 2, JVC Warehouse Specials, a name in ruins. JVC once made legendary camcorders and audio gear, but the TVs you see at Sam's Club today, they're nothing more than licensed hardware slapped with a JVC logo. Picture quality is dull. Blacks look like fog. Brightness is uneven across the screen, ruining movies and dark rooms. Motion blur is brutal, and input lag makes gaming nearly unplayable. Reliability, forget it. Dead pixels, failing power supplies, and broken backlights show up within months. Warranty support is practically non-existent, leaving buyers with junk they can't fix. A shopper summed it up. Grabbed a JVC at Sam's for cheap. Within weeks, the apps froze constantly, and by month 6, I had dead pixels. Tried warranty, waste of time. Bottom line, JVC TVs at Sam's Club are brand imposters. The name might feel familiar, but the quality is non-existent. Number 1, RCA Roku models, rock bottom reliability. At the very bottom of Sam's Club's TV aisle sits RCA. The name once meant trust. Now it's a shortcut to disappointment. Picture quality is atrocious. Blacks are pale, colors washed out, and resolution soft even on so-called 4K panels. HDR is laughable, too dim to matter. Watching movies feels like peering through a foggy window. Durability is even worse. RCA TVs are infamous for dying within months. Power supply issues, dead pixels, backlights burning out, the list goes on. Many simply refuse to power on after a few months with no help from non-existent customer service. One owner said it best, bought an RCA Roku because it was the cheapest. 6 months later, it wouldn't even turn on. Warranty was useless. Straight to the curb. Bottom line, RCA is the rock bottom. Buying one isn't saving money, it's throwing it away. And there it is. The 10 worst TV brands at Sam's Club in 2025, ranked and revealed. From Trojan horse to RCA's rock bottom junk, these are the sets that waste your money, your time, and your patience. Sam's Club loves flashing those big price tags to make you think you're getting a steal, but behind the shiny logos and giant boxes are cut down models, brand imposters, and warehouse exclusives designed to fail. Remember this rule: the cheapest TVs at Sam's Club are never the best deal. Spend a little more upfront and you'll save yourself years of frustration and regret. Before you go TV shopping, don't forget to subscribe to NextGen Picks. We'll keep exposing the traps, the tricks, and the truths these warehouse clubs don't want you to know. Tap that bell icon, join thousands of smart shoppers, and stay one step ahead.